Hello, Dr. Craig. First of all, thank you for your lecture and your work. It's been very inspirational in my own life, so for that I thank you. My question is regarding your moral argument for God's existence. The second premise, that objective moral values really do exist. I guess my question is, how do we substantiate that claim without simply referring to objective moral values as a properly basic belief? Because
I think that is how you would do it. Now, he's used a technical locution here, properly basic beliefs. These are beliefs which are not inferred from more basic or foundational beliefs. They are beliefs which are formed in the context of certain experience and are non-inferentially grasped as true. And one of the most common properly basic beliefs would be belief in the world of physical objects around you. There's no way to prove inferentially that you're not a brain in a vat of chemicals wired up with electrodes by a mad scientist, to think that you're a student at Texas A&M University and that you're in this auditorium listening to this lecture right now. He might even be stimulating you with electrodes to think that it would be crazy to think that you're a brain in a vat, even though you really are. So, does that mean that our belief that there are other people in this room, that I have a body, that that's a bottle of water, are irrational? Well, no, not at all. In the absence of some defeater for these beliefs, I am perfectly rational to believe what my experience tells me. And I would say that in exactly the same way that my sensory beliefs are properly basic and grounded in my sensory experience, so one's beliefs in a realm of objective moral values and duties is grounded in moral experience. And in the absence of some defeater, I have no reason to think that, for example, that it's morally indifferent to torture a little girl for fun. I can see that that's morally wrong, and if somebody else, some psychopath, fails to see that, then he's like a colorblind person who can't see the difference between red and green. And I have no reason to allow his impairment to make me deny what is clear and obvious to me. So I would say that moral beliefs are properly basic beliefs grounded in moral experience. And therefore, if the atheist wants to deny them, he needs to give a defeater for these. And notice that defeater cannot be, well, if atheism is true, then moral values and duties are just the products of biological evolution and social conditioning. Because I agree with that. That's premise one. But that's conditional. He needs to give me some argument that has as the conclusion, therefore objective moral values and duties do not exist. I don't know what that argument would be.
Couldn't he just be a moral nihilist or a moral
Well, he certainly could be, but you see, then I have given a justification for thinking that objective moral values and duties exist, in the same way that we have justification for believing that there's a world of sensory or physical objects around us. And so any argument for moral skepticism or nihilism that he might run, you can run a parallel argument for skepticism about the world of physical objects around you. And I don't think he wants to do that. So his moral nihilism would be ad hoc and unjustified. It wouldn't be consistent with his attitude toward other properly basic beliefs like his sense perceptions.
Okay, thank you very much.